All right, E4. Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today is another chess video, and let's play a normal, well, the most popular opening that I know, which is the Italian Open, and our opponent is already going for a very nice gambit, whereas this looks free, but then you get Queen G5, attacking the pawn, attacking the knight, and that's actually essentially already losing. So I think you just take it here. I think you just take here. Not going for the trap. And black kind of has double pawns, but this d4 pawn is quite annoying. So we're gonna have a look here how to deal with that. Gonna have a look here how to deal with that. You could, for example, already castle, but that feels a bit inaccurate. You could play d3, but that's not addressing the issue. I think c3 could be a good case, but after c5, hmm, c3, c5, maybe even b4 is possible, but then takes, takes, and takes. Yeah, that's not what we want. So here a c5 is a good move. Yeah, d3, c5 still is coming. I think we have to challenge this pawn anyways. People play c5, we'll play d3, and then we'll just go on from there. He doesn't, he goes for the pawn here. Um, okay. We could just play this, we could castle. I think castling makes a lot of sense. Setting up a trap and developing the king. So I didn't really calculate there. It just seems fair natural. And here we take, obviously, with the knight, getting a knight into the game, and we're already pretty well equipped in development. Now we strike at the center with d4. Everything here feels very natural. Essentially, we have a good position. So what happened here is we exchanged our c-pawn for his e-pawn. We also don't have our knights anymore. So I think that's basically what just happened. He plays d6, and you have this kind of solid but very passive pawn structure. Maybe you want to play bishop g4 in the future after knight here. Yeah, a lot's going on. Lots going on. And here I think we can also just think for a little bit, because we have a lot, there's a lot behind the scenes, I think, because we are up in development, for three pieces, and he doesn't have anything developed. I'm looking for ways to really put pressure on him, maybe even to sacrifice and things like that. So if you play d5, our opponent will play c5, and this has become kind of weak but very well defended. It's kind of like a French bishop, but then the dark square bishop is defending these weak pawns. Pawns go e5, but after takes, takes. Well, actually, he won't take, he will just play d5 in response. And what else? We also have bishop here, but I don't like the way everything looks so hanging in that case, in particular the bishops. Or we could start with a slow move like rook e1. We might even get away with a move like f4. f4 looks very annoying to deal with. After f4, knight f6, there's a threat of bishop g4, so we play h3. And I don't see how black is getting out of this very soon. Maybe he wants castle queenside in that case. Maybe bishop e6 is an idea. Hmm. And the more I look at it, the more I try to figure, yeah, I'm starting to see what his plans all could be. And the more I look at it, um, I see that maybe after bishop d7, he wants to castle queenside. And maybe if he doesn't want to cast queenside, he wants to play b5. And we can both stop those ideas with a4. Stopping b5 and making the prospects of casting long a lot less equipped. Okay, so bishop g6, and our previous think, I think, is paying dividends now. As to, we now know that the bishop is going to develop on g7, but then this pawn would be very weak, right? Only defended by a queen. Yeah. So now I really feel tempted to play d5, and I really hope he takes, obviously. But if you play c5, essentially this pawn is a long-term weakness. So let's do that. Yes, we're making targets for him as well, but I feel like the way we can play this compensates for the position. And look at that, c5. So I think we're getting somewhere. And maybe now is the time to play f4. Our opponent has not even yet played knight f6, just a very natural knight before bishop developing move. And we're gonna try to punish that with f5, 4. And if he plays knight f6, we go play this, takes. But he can also play bishop g7, which is probably what he's gonna do. Yeah, I need to think. I need to think here. All right, you know what? Let's play f4 anyways. f4 is still, I think this pawn is an asset, not a liability. And we can always shift the rook to e1. We can even shift the queen to e1 to support this push of e, but we also have the prospect of pushing with f. Just not now. Just not now. Just not yet. Just not yet. Okay, I think he wants to play knight of 6, but that's not possible. There's also knight h6, which is now possible. Um, I think I will just play queen e1 or bishop d2. One of the two. Let's just start with a solid move, bishop e2. And he does have... Okay, yes, indeed, he does have this check. And he develops that. Walking into the eye of this. So now we could push. And after push, takes. We have a prospect of pushing this. I'm not gonna calculate this. I'm just gonna go for it. Castles. And I was thinking this. Could also play this. There's a lot of options here. Yeah, it might have been a bit too cocky there. Can play bishop, knight e2 to counteract this bishop, maybe? Yes, he can take. Then we take here. Then he takes here. Yeah, it's not looking like everything is favoring us. Okay. Yeah, we just have to play h3 here. Yeah, and yeah, we didn't really get well out of the opening. Our opponent, to his credit, I think he wants to go for this, but this is defended, so I can just take, but then he has this. Ah, that's very nice. That's very nice. Ooh. All right, let's move here. Protect this square for now. So he takes. Ooh, and now he can take here. That's very nice. With the fork. But that's why we had to take with the bishop. I almost took with the queen. I was like, "Aye, That's not gonna go well. I thought actually he could have done this here. Ooh, yeah, these 1700s are good, man. Good, good, good. All right. So I guess we're on our last end here, and we're just gonna trade off to an endgame. He's up a pawn. Everything's kind of hard to deal with at the moment. Yeah, this is actually, wow. I'm getting just destroyed here. Our opponent is winning hard. Our opponent is really winning this. He got the bishop. Yeah, I think we are dead lost here. Dead lost. Oh my. Yeah, so let's analyze the game. We really went, I don't know where we went, actually. After knight f5, queen here, bishop takes, d takes, he took, queen takes. Wait, let's just start from the beginning. First of all, played by our opponent. I think he played a pretty good game. So e4 and here. I know that um, there are a lot of tricks here. He did have a good position. A4 was decent. Here, f4. Maybe, creating too many weaknesses. And now this I wasn't much aware of. Maybe should have played something like this, preventing anything from happening. Engine gives e5 plus after takes, takes, takes. There's queen f3. Okay. And after, let's say knight f6, bishop h6, he has created weak dark squares. And he cannot castle. I see. I see. Knight g5. But still, it's not easy to play. How do you find d6? Well, you could look at this and think maybe that's really good whilst being attacked. So after here, I'm back. I guess we take here with the bishop. And he gives this as a move. Knight e5 stopping. Bishop e5 check. Bishop here. And after takes, can the queen take? That's the question. No, because queen f6. And knight d5 probably coming. And you're almost getting in Zugzwang trying to offer a queen trade won't help. Yeah, this is actually kind of lost, but it's very hard to assess. So let's go here, here, here. Yeah, I think knight here is just a very big mistake. You're just getting the knight in a worse square. Knight e4. I thought about, but after takes, 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 I don't have this square anymore, or do I? Bishop g5. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, so quite a difficult position we had. We didn't manage to squeeze it through. Losing streak kind of continues. It's fine though. We do get good positions, but we tend to play bad moves here. So my biggest learning here is, I guess, don't play passive moves. Because one piece has infiltrated your position doesn't mean you need to um doesn't mean you need to compensate for that by defending, but maybe you need to go for the attack. So the way I handle this in this whole losing streak. I don't know what's happening, honestly. Um, I might be taking too much time, but I always take too much time. The way we'll handle this is we'll copy this link and stuff, and then if I can find it, oh, there we go. Why don't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. If I can find it, I'm gonna go here, and here I post my positions where I make mistakes. For example, here I did win this game, but I think I played. Well, there's obviously Queen D6 here, forking, but I think I played something else. So I was playing very uncalmly, missing a lot of better moves. Same thing just happened. So let's make an entry here for today. This was the position. And let's post a link to this game as well. And here we'll write down a mistake. You know, we let the bishop in. I think I went into sort of a panic mode. Went into a panic mode and decided to be passive with knight 2. Much better was knight e4, going for the sec 92. Yeah, it was also kind of a tunnel vision. It was also tunnel vision, trying to trade off bishops, but bishop g4 stops all that. So that was basically the mistake. Learnings, you know, be proactive or try to be calm when uh, you receive a move that you didn't expect. Try to be proactive and calm when you receive a move that you didn't expect. All right, so that's what we learned today, I guess. We still had a good position. Oh, yeah, and also calculation-wise, calculate variations 3 plus. Well, it's more like calculate intuitive moves more deeply, I guess. So we were more like looking at candidate moves, or we're not looking at anything actually. I even said I didn't calculate and just play a move, and then you receive a move you didn't expect, and you think your position is shit, and that's basically what happened because I didn't calculate. So yeah, that's uh that's game. I'll play probably another game, but I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.